I bet y'all didn't know that we lived right here on Copperhead Road. Yeah, I couldn't help but stop and look at that guy. I saw him in the road as we were driving by. Just a little fella. Yep, gonna be a muddy one, another 2 tenths overnight. It's in addition to a little over 1.5 inches we had yesterday. So yes, a soggy West Tennessee good morning to you. Muddy. I don't know how much it's right. Like I say, 1.5 inches yesterday, a little over. 2 tenths then overnight. It rained a little earlier in the week. We're muddy, which we're not going to complain about mud in July, especially the end of July. It can get really dry this time of year. So I'm going to get a few chores done this morning, get these 2 mares fed and turned out with their friends, and then move on to more cattle chores. All right, Pumpkin, I need to move your cat food somewhere where the dogs aren't just going to eat it. How about that? A little better? You can jump up here and get that food. Pete the cat is around here somewhere, but yeah, I have little dogs that like to come up here and steal the cat food if it's where they can get to it. So there you go. One more little jump up there and you got it. There you go. All right, so we're gonna actually run up the road, start checking some cows, give them a chance to finish eating. We'll come back and turn them out. Come on, dogs, y'all want to load up? I don't think Archie ever got out. Rarely do we have the crew of all 4. Yeah, Archie stayed in there. He said he didn't need to get out. Do need to grab a couple bags of mineral. I love the Jeep for going and bouncing around in the pasture, especially when it's muddy like it's going to be today. But it's not the most appropriate for, hauling a bunch of feed or mineral. But we can make sure we can throw a couple of bags in there when Sadie's not right there in the seat. Sometimes we have a couple of feed buckets up here with us too. But we got the feed bin where the heifers are now, so we don't have to worry about taking any feed to them, just a little mineral. See how much rain we got here, which I hadn't dumped this one out since yesterday morning, so it'll include all of yesterday and overnight. So about 1.3. Of course, it's a different style gauge than at home. It seems like we always get just a little less right up this way. We consistently do, maybe not always. Anyway, it's still pretty good rain. We're in pretty good shape. We're gonna drive around. We're gonna go in the other entrance. Those heifers are on the other end of this place. Okay, you 4, y'all don't get in any trouble. Let's see if we can get these ladies fed. Y'all hungry this morning? I'll take that as a yes. Okay, we'll see if we can get a head count on everybody now. So if y'all count real quickly, y'all should confirm with me that's an even 60. But I do see a straggler. Or heck, does that make 61? I hate this. There's one coming up there. But now I'm not sure if that's 61 or 62. So we'll count again. But regardless whether there's 67 total head down here, so we're missing a few no matter what. But now we got some stragglers. And I can see another one just over the hill down there too, so we'll see. And now as they finish eating and they start just swarming around and going to other bunks, it's just about impossible to count them. So I'm giving up. So I know it's at least 61, maybe 62. We got to ride back there to put some mineral out anyway, so we'll see if we can locate, I don't know, what's that, 5 or 6 more. Come on, Dolly. Come on, Dolly, you're the last one. Come on, get in here. Get in here. Get in there. There you go. Well, there's at least a few of our stragglers. I don't know, I guess they're enjoying all this good grass, and well, now that it's starting to rain again too, it's pretty pleasant in terms of temperatures. Actually, yep, there's 5 more. So that should put us at everybody. All right. Y'all just didn't want any feed? I don't blame you. Grass is good. Grass is really good back here right now, actually. No. All right, we'll go put out a bag of mineral for them back here, and then we got another one feeder up closer to the gate. That should have them carried over. As I mentioned in the last video or two, we're going out of town. We actually, as I'm filming this, we're leaving well, in about 21 hours or so. So tomorrow morning, real early, we'll be getting on an airplane to go to Montana. So yeah, I want to get all the mineral feeders and all filled up. Just so Buddy, who's watching over everything, doesn't have to worry about doing that. And yeah, when we get back in town, thistles. They're not bad everywhere, but that's a little bad patch of them. Got a bunch of things we need to do, but obviously finishing the second cutting of hay, weather permitting, as soon as we get back in town. Otherwise, if the weather's a little unsettled, throwing the sprayer in the back of the side-by-side, starting to hit these spots where we got some thistles. Also really want to get the bred heifers out of here. Get this group down to just the feeder heifers, more or less. The yearlings. Got to get the bulls pulled off the cow herd at home. Should have already done that, but I could give you all kinds of excuses why we hadn't done it, but I'll just spare you. I'll just tell you, we just haven't gotten it done yet. All right, we'll put a little mineral out here, and then you're ready to head on up the road. That feeder was not empty, but so we've been gone about a week. Just about no way they'll run out, I don't think, till we get back in town. Now this crew's like running back here to see what I'm doing. Like, oh my God, is he opening the gate? We're going to a new pasture. Even though they've only been in this pasture like 3 days. And get back to our strategy on we're going out of town. Purposely put them in this pasture because we have more grass, more acreage of grass, better grass in this pasture than anywhere else. So like, that's a perfect place for them to be parked for 10 or so days while we're out of town. Well, I really wanted to go ahead and check cows here at home, but you maybe appreciate it's coming a decent little rain shower now, so I don't know. Yeah, a lot of stuff on my to-do list is really fouled up by the rain. One kind of non-farm task, really need to mow the yard. Kind of purposely, like most people do when you're getting ready to go out of town for a week. You wait, you mow it right before you leave. That way, we basically have to mow the grass once a week anyway. It's gonna have to go a little over a week, even if I get it cut today, because today's Saturday. We'll be back late next Saturday night. and it hadn't been cut in a week, so I really can't let it go 2 weeks. But yeah, the prospects of getting it cut anytime just real soon aren't looking great. Maybe the sun will come out a little later on, but I don't know. May get in the house and spend the next little while getting things packed up, so I'm not scrambling to do that, you know, at 10 o'clock tonight. But I had a good time. Speaking about packing and clothes, got the simple farm shirt from Ag Gear. Check them out, 15% off with the discount code Hurricane, aggearstore.com. All right, I don't know. May see y'all here in a couple hours if it quits raining. Second group of turkeys we've seen today. And Sadie's gonna bail off. Don't you go chasing those turkeys. No ma'am. Well, the rain finally moved on, but now it's nearly 1 o'clock. Feels really nice out here though, I will admit. It's about, I don't know, 75 degrees or so. Feels pretty darn good. Cows taking advantage of that. Oh, and a bull over there. Brangus bull. Got him a cow to breed, which, I don't know, in a way I don't really love that because bulls should have already been gotten out of here. And everything that was gonna get bred should have already been bred. So I may mark her number down. She may be one that might not end up keeping. She's still in heat this late in the summer, but we're gonna get this group checked. Probably tell grass still really good in here. This grass ought to hold them until we get back in town. Go put a couple of bags of mineral out just like we did up the road, so that they should be set in that regard. This old mineral feeder has certainly seen better days, but it gets the job done. Lid for it is long and gone, rusted out. These things live a pretty hard life with this salt. All right. Sadie apparently identifies as a grazing animal herself here temporarily. Sadie, you like to get good and muddy? That's nice considering I have to load her and all the other dogs up and take them into the office where they'll be boarding for a few days, but she should have plenty of time to dry off before I have to do that. Other nice thing about having the Jeep, I got a dirty, nasty dog to get in there with me. Well, hey, that's no different than any other day. But it's good to let them get out here and run off some energy too, because she is going to be kind of cooped up for a few days in the kennel. Uh-oh. Yeah, hey, I just fed you like 2 hours ago. Why are you eating all the grass? Oh, yeah. That's a good spot to lie down. And now for a job that I've probably been dreading more than anything we had to do today. That's a small freezer. Woo! She stinks. Thankfully, we didn't really use it for much. Take it out of that. That is nasty. You can see liquid coming out of it. Yeah, freezer went out. Not much in there, but obviously enough. Sadly, I had a couple of animals in there, like a fox and maybe a couple of ducks that was going to taxidermy. Maybe a little bit of meat. But freezer went out, so we need to get this thing out of here, hauled off. And it's a stinky job. I'm absolutely not going to open that thing, as much as it would maybe create some decent content for you guys. The gagging and all for me, I'm not up for that. So see if we can get it over here. It's not very full, so should be able to get over here on this pallet pretty easy. Famous last words. I thought about strapping her on there, but more famous last words, but I think she'll ride. So we're gonna withhold the strap. That way I don't have to get this close to it ever again. Take it down here and get rid of it. I can still smell it. Probably on my boots, just where I was stepping that liquid. Whew. All right, come. It smells worse in here than I think it did out there. Okay. I'm sure I can see both dogs. Won't run over one of them. Well, that'd be a terrible way to start off a vacation. I'm gonna bury a dog. But they're both in good shape. You see it's pretty woolly and grown up back here. I hope I don't drive the tractor off in this gully, of course. That would be another pretty terrible way to start off a vacation. Y'all aren't going to really be able to appreciate just how massive this gully is. We've been, of course, like we do with most gullies, been filling it with junk for a while now. And ultimately our plan is to take down a couple of sections of this fence that you really can't see. All that big pecan that was blown down in the tornado over a year ago. Dad's gonna eventually get his dozer moved down here and then can push a lot of that tree off down in this gully and off the hill. But all right, I'm gonna be bold and ease up just a little further. Yep, she's starting to ease off down there. So all right, goodbye nasty freezer. But yeah, you can probably appreciate that thing just disappeared. So all right, well, yeah, unfortunately I'm still stinky because I had to step in all that. It's now about 1:30. I don't know, it's too muddy to do really too much anything, including mowing the yard. I think I'm just gonna probably have to consider that we may be yeah, having to cut all kinds of hay, including my yard, when we get back in town. One thing I did just think of, speaking of that, I may go ahead and put the disc mower on the little tractor. Just looking ahead kind of wishfully at when we're back in town in what, 8 days. We'll be back a week from tonight, gone for 6 days, but get back really late if weather is right. I hope to jump on the disc mower and lay down some hay as soon as we get back. So probably can go ahead and hook the disc mower up. Why not? We get home at like 1 in the morning. Last thing I want to do is get up and have to wrestle with the disc mower before I go sit on a tractor all day. I need to back the truck under the barn. No sense in leaving it sitting out all week. Whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. Then be sure we got everything packed up for an early morning flight. We leave at 6 a.m. I think it means we need to be at the airport probably a little before 5. Which means we need to leave the house before 4, which means I probably got to get up about 3. So definitely wishful thinking, but saying, hey, how about, you know, we get the kids to go to bed about 7:30, 8 o'clock. We can go ahead and go to bed. But yeah, anybody with kids knows how that'll go, especially with them being excited about the trip. But I'm rambling on. We've got some ground beef laid out. Figured we'd eat some burgers, something nice and easy. Don't want to eat something, cook something where we're gonna have a bunch of leftovers to spoil while we're gone. You know, just getting ready to go. Don't know if this is as much of a video as I want it to be. Yeah, I could have definitely opened that freezer. Would have made it a job, you know, worthy of dirty jobs in micro. But I love you guys, the audience. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm not that dedicated to where I was gonna subject myself to that. So it's not all for the content. But hey, the sun's trying to peek out. But yeah, like I say, it's 1:30. Very little chance we're gonna get enough drying to get the yard mowed reasonably. We'll just deal with the aftermath of that when we get back home. But I appreciate y'all watching. We're gonna get these last couple of things done, get this video edited so y'all have some content while we're gone. But that'll probably just about do it. We appreciate y'all watching. Check back with us next time. Y'all eat beef and God bless.